Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lisa's Losing It, because I am. Yes, I am. Well, kind of, sort of. Um, this has been kind of a whirlwind week, and I've got good news and I've got not so good news, but it all turns out good, right? So, yesterday we went down to see my nurse and to get my checkup for, it's the month checkup. It's more like 3 weeks. Anyway, so we went down and saw her, and she had a whole bunch of really cool stuff to say. So I thought I'd bring you guys along for all of that. Number one is that my incisions have all healed up very nicely on the inside. There's still some stuff, or on the outside, there's still some stuff on the inside that's doing some healing. But once the outside is healed up, then, things are moving along very nicely. So don't go crazy, but my 10-pound weight limit restrictions are now off. Phil jokingly said, hey, now she can lift a bale of hay. And she's like, work up to it. Not quite yet, And I lifted some boxes today, and what I'm feeling is in my back because I don't have that core strength anymore. I have to build back up to the core strength. But I'm looking forward to it. So woohoo! And I can start putting vitamin E oil on my incisions so that hopefully that don't scar too bad. Uh, very excited about that. I was very excited about getting rid of that weight restriction because it limits so many things that I do. But the next one was that I'm doing really well on my intake. We went through and I said, this is, because you're supposed to get like 60 grams of protein every day. And I'm seeing people on TikTok saying that, they have a lot of trouble with this. And I'm trying to figure out how. I know everyone's different. And so, that has a lot to do with it. But I am exceeding my protein intake significantly every single day. They say to get 60, I'm getting 100, 125, 140 grams of protein. When you eat, they say eat your proteins first, and if you have room, then do the other stuff first. Protein's like super important. I said I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and incorporating this and incorporating that. And I talked to the dietitian and blah blah blah. And she's like, honestly, she goes, you could probably teach people how to do this. She goes, you are doing very, very well. And I was like, okay, sweet. I'm doing very, very well. So that was nice. I was home before I remembered that she said that. Just all, it was a lot of very good news. As far as how I'm doing, how I'm progressing, all of that fun stuff. Um, I did not lose any weight this week. She explained, and I know it's normal. There are going to be times when I don't lose anything. But I can tell you the leggings that I'm wearing right now were super snug before. Like, it was a workout to put them on, right? And they're loose. They are loose. They are loose. Grab a handful of material loose. So even though I didn't lose weight, I seem to be moving it around, which I hear is normal and something that happens. So very, very happy about that. What was the other thing? So didn't lose any weight this week, but that'll change. Oh, and she said it's because she notices that what happens is when you lose a lot, quote, during the pre-op phase, and then, which I did. I lost 9 pounds during the pre-op phase, and then I lost, you know, what, 11, 12 pounds in the first, few weeks of the diet. So week 3, or, diet, surgery, week 3, I haven't lost anything. And she goes, that is actually very normal when you lose that much weight in the pre-op stage. It's your body trying to catch up. She goes, but you definitely want to take measurements. Now, I haven't taken any measurements. I should have, I know, but I didn't. So tomorrow morning when I get up, I'm going to take all the measurements so that I can record those and see how everything's changing, because this is not the last time it's going to happen where I don't lose any weight, but that stuff moves around. You may not lose weight, but you'll lose inches or that kind of thing. So I'm, and it is, I'm not going to lie, for somebody who, gets on the scale once a week, it's a little discouraging when it doesn't change after everything that you've been through to get there, but it makes sense why it doesn't. Also, your body's doing some major adjusting. So I get that. I'm having fun. Did I just say that? Yeah, because that's me. I'm looking forward to finding different ways to be able to create different meals for Phil and I. I bought some ramekins. They came in two sizes, 12 and 6 ounce, I think it was. So the 6 ounce one would be for me and the 12 ounce for him. And that way I can make little meals, you know, in those. Just things to make life a little easier when I get to the point where I'm eating more normal-ish food. And I can't wait for that. I cannot wait for that. The brain hunger has hit a couple of times where I'm like, normally when I'm this tired at the end of the night, I would get something to munch on. If I can't get it out of my head, I'll go get a sugar-free popsicle because that counts as liquid intake. Hello. She said another thing that might have contributed a little bit to my lack of weight loss was the amount of bone broth that I was drinking every day for, you know, a couple of weeks. The sodium in there, and I'm like, oh, okay, because I got organic but not sodium, low sodium. So I'll have to watch that the next time I purchase any or make some, which I have to do. That's kind of where I'm at. I can start exercising. Yes, I can. So I ordered some hand weights and a kettlebell, and I will be doing the walk a mile things that are on YouTube, you know, in the living room, because our road is hazardous in the wintertime, and I don't go out. I just don't. I don't walk around when it's cold. So I'll be doing it in the house, and I'll be doing my supernatural. I have to charge up my virtual reality set, and I'm going to start doing that tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it so much because it was so much fun. It's just a goofy, fun thing that you end up working your butt off on. So I want to try to eliminate as much of the, you know, the bat wings as I can. Legitimately, a hoodie and leggings are probably going to be my uniform for a while, but I did have a nice compliment. Somebody showed up yesterday, and it hit 70 yesterday, so I was wearing a tank top and leggings, and I walked out front for a minute, and she stopped, and she goes, oh my gosh, you can so see a difference. And I'm like, I don't. Phil does. Phil took a picture. He just stops. He stops, and he goes, wait, just smile for me for a minute. And I'm like, come on, what are you doing? And so he takes the picture, and then he put it next to a picture that he took back in April of this year. And, okay, you can see the difference. Now, I've still got the turkey neck going on, which is driving me crazy. But I will, do you remember that, you think, you know, so I'm going to start doing that. And my friend Jan gave me some firming cream, and I've got some other firming creams that I'm trying, and we'll see how it all works. But I'm doing it. It's happening. I am working on showing you guys how I'm menu planning. It's going to have to be, you know, coming up here soon, because honestly, I've been eating like the same thing every day, you know, stop it, the same thing every day. So it's kind of redundant, but then there's what I make for Phil too. So I am getting better about making smaller portions for Phil. And I got myself a new air fryer, which I really wasn't planning on doing, but when I'm looking at some of the things that I will be able to eat here in about a week and a half, air frying them makes a lot more sense than turning on the whole oven for, you know, something that big. I've never been a chicken wing person. They make no sense to me at all. They still don't, except now they kind of do, because they will be a portion size that I can actually do, you know. So while I may make, you know, some air fried chicken or something like that, it'll be easier for me and probably a little bit more economical to use the air fryer than to turn on the whole oven and do all that stuff. So I'll be bringing you guys along for that. I'll be doing a few different meals, you know, showing you guys the meals that I do, and how I can portion them out and how I figure out the different content, you know, stats on them and everything. Get a dog, they said. It'll be fun, they said. It is fun. I love my puppies. But they don't always respect the fact that the camera's going. So right now I'm falling back on a lot of the standard stuff that I've been doing, you know. The Greek yogurt. It's called Too Good, and they have it's 2 grams of sugar, and it's got 12 grams of protein, right? And for one serving, and this is one serving, which equals a cup. I did not realize it was a whole cup. So I'm paying more attention to this kind of thing. So the lemon is good. The vanilla is good. I think those are the only two that I've really tried so far. So those are my snack during the day. And then I have a shake in the morning that I am starting to add a banana, part of a banana to. It's so good. It's so good. And then I have a shake in the afternoon and a snack, and then for dinner. Now, tonight, I'm mixing it up because for the last 5 days, I have eaten chicken and refried beans, and it's canned chicken that's shredded up, and I mix it in with the fat-free refried beans, and I add taco seasoning, and then when I go, I portion it out, and then when I go to heat it up, I put in an ounce of shredded cheddar cheese, and it's warm, okay, because the world here is not warm right now, and it tastes good. You know, I'm a huge fan of tacos, even if they're not tacos. And she said that I could eat iceberg lettuce because it's basically water. Okay. So I'm going to have to make a grocery run here this weekend. But that has been my dinner, and it's a half a cup of that, and I'm full at the end of it, which is pretty cool when you think about it. So I'll be bringing you along for those kind of things that I've been creating and making. And you can think outside of the box. For any of you that have followed me from my other channel, we do home food preservation and that kind of stuff. I think that is going to assist a lot in this journey because I have it pre-made, it's ready, it's cooked, and it's kind of a no-brainer on different ways to use it. And so I'll be introducing different ways that I'm going to be using it, that I am using it. Tonight, I'm pulling out my little Dash waffle maker, and I'm making myself a little chaffle because I can. And it's going to be good. I just know it, So it's those little things. It's those little victories. And I am still, it's happened like a couple times now with the brain hunger, head hunger, where you're not really hungry, but normally, at the end of a long day, we would sit down and I would try to find something to stick in my face. That's not an option anymore. Now, if I totally can't get that out of my head, then I've got sugar-free popsicles, which is cool because it's something, but also because it counts as liquid by the time all's said and done. So I am going to look into getting my own popsicle maker, molds, whatever, so that I can use like protein water, that kind of thing to do it. But again, protein is not really an issue right now. That's my check-in for this week. I'm learning to seriously chew my foods, being very conscious about what I put in my mouth. While they did say that I could have like those little rye chips, you know what I mean? But when I look at it, it's like, wow, that's a lot of carb, So I'm probably going to end up eating a keto-ish lifestyle after this because I have to focus on the protein. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. She thinks she's a cat, and I'm gonna bring you guys along for some of that also. But I'm feeling so much better. Just got to work on that core strength. So I'm looking forward to getting back to working out and doing my due, and kind of getting my normality, back to my life. I have alarms set up on my phone to tell me when I should be eating, and I kind of mentally menu plan because, like I said, it's 8.5 ounces of chicken, and I hate food waste, which a lot of you know. But so when I'm figuring things out, I'm looking forward to getting to a more normal stage of food intake because then there will be remarkably less repetitive food eating that I'll be doing. Like right now with that chicken and refried bean thing, I mean, that creates enough for 5 days. And otherwise, it would go to waste. So I'm trying to find more things. I think the chaffle is going to be like a game changer for me, making up different chaffles, but adding the powdered vegetables in there, adding different seasonings and whatnot to mix it up, I think will be a great thing because I'm still like seriously over the sweet. I want more savory. But I'm holding true to it and I'm doing it and I'm trying not to whine. I feel like I am sometimes, but I'm really trying not to. But it's overall been good. It's been good. I've kind of gotten past the pain part of it. And so now it's like, okay, we got this. Let's do this. That is my brief, but hopefully information filled status of where I'm at for this week as far as Lisa's losing it, because I am. My clothes are looser. The scale still says the same, but my clothes are looser. So I'm very happy about that. It's going to be exciting to see how this goes. I bought a full-length mirror to hang in the bedroom because I have avoided full-length mirrors for years. Who wants to see all that, right? So I said, that's it. I want to be able to track this. I want to be able to see it. So we're going to hang the full-length mirror. I'm going to take the measurements. I'm going to make up a menu plan and share with you guys. And I'm going to try to be patient with myself and my body during all of this change. It has been kind of a whirlwind couple of days, and I'm really excited about what's coming in the future. Okay, everybody, until next time.